living here in town, working for a local business, seeing that business grow and thrive and succeed. It's a good thing to be a part of. Being close to family, school districts, everything about our community is seems to be going well. So what we're doing, it seems it's just a job, but it's not just a job. It's our way of life, and we work hard to keep that going.
No, I graduated high school, and then I attended the University of Texas at Arlington. I got a bachelor's in science of mechanical engineering, and I would highly recommend it. I did some design work out of college, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I've always been interested in different manufacturing processes and capabilities and whatnot. And this is a real neat place to see a lot of neat designs actually get put into work. I'd say if you have that kind of interest, if you're interested in it, it's extremely fun and easy to learn about it. If you enjoy, always enjoyed geometrical problems, understanding part geometries and how things kind of interface and work together and that sort of thing. If you have that sort of aptitude, this is a great way to earn a living. It's always fun to encounter new problems to solve and troubleshoot things when you don't get the expected outcome. But going to college, I don't know if I'd ever thought I'd end up working at a machine shop like this. It's pretty neat.
When I first started, I was a machinist on night shift, running machines. And from there I moved to the quality department and was in quality for a little while. And then they taught me how to program, so from programming, I ended up with 7 programmers underneath me now, and now I'm the programming manager.
With the technologies advancing the way they are, a company has to sustain that or maintain that or become what the next guy is. You have to be able to keep up, and the technology is really a big part of that. Everything that we do is based around a computer at some point. So if you've got that skill, if you've got a computer skill, you can push that as far as to an engineering degree or even at the base level where they're putting the materials together. You know what I mean? And that's really part of it is having that computer savvy and taking that with you on your career.
Kind of just to maybe give a little insight on some of the customers that I deal with. They actually design the product. It's all computer graphic type solid modeling. They design the parts, and they actually send us just a part file with some of the critical features listed out. We will actually take that 3D file and have to kind of manipulate it and try to understand how all the features come together and what's important and how we're going to make it and what kind of material sizes, and all that has to be assessed, and we even have to put together our own drawings to be able to list off all the characteristics that get inspected and that sort of thing. So a lot of computer aided type of technology involved. The programs that we create for the machines are actually created directly from the model that we get from the customer. So there's a lot of things that are not necessarily defined that can be put on a two-dimensional piece of paper. It has to be done right off the computer model just to capture the complex surfaces and shapes and stuff.
I grew up in Munster, Texas, and I now live in Lindsay. It's nice working in the same community that I grew up in because you work with people every day that are your friends. So it's like going to work with all your friends, and it's close to home.
If I was to talk to a student about career in manufacturing, I would tell them that the possibilities are really endless. You you can go, as I said, you can go to all the way up to engineering, or you can go to school. The variety in manufacturing, it's not just being on a shop floor and pushing a button on a machine. You know, the possibilities are really endless. So between work ethic, keeping your head down, being smart, making good decisions, and going to school, working hard, really having the work ethic is going to push you, not just in manufacturing, but every aspect of life.
In the beginning, everything that I was doing was mostly on the technical side. Once I got more familiar with all the technical aspects involved with what we do here, I kind of got more into the business side as far as the expenses required to produce parts, and the cost of materials and the cost of doing business, and what it takes to maintain a healthy program for longevity of the company.
The advice that I would have for a student that was thinking about going into manufacturing would be to have a good work ethic, show up to work on time, work hard, and there's lots of different avenues you can go into in the manufacturing world. So if you're a student that's not really sure if you want to go to college or not, myself, I went to college for about 1.5 years and decided it wasn't for me. So I heard of some good paying jobs in the manufacturing world that was right down the road, so I gave it a shot, and there are lots of different opportunities for people that want to work hard and show up to work on time.
When an employee succeeds, the company succeeds. So, we take that mindset in. If I'm doing my job and I do well, then I know that my family is going to be taken care of, and I can feel confident that my fellow employees' family is going to be taken care of, just because I'm doing my part. And I feel like everyone in the company feels that way, and it makes for a good working environment.